Okay.
Hello, I am Marcus. I'm here with Noise Engineering at NAMM 2020. I know what year it is. Here for Sonicstate. We're showing off 3 new modules. So the first one we're going to talk about is Univariant Air. We have a pair of them over here. So Univariant Air is a MIDI to CV module. It's freely configurable, so the 8 analog outputs can be whatever you want them to be. Pitch CV, CC to CV, triggers, gates, transport, clock, all that sort of thing.
Okay, so it's bi-directional?
No, monodirectional for CV. It's reconfigurable. We're going to have a web app that communicates with it over USB. So it can be configured from your computer, Mac or PC, or Android devices. It has TRS MIDI in and out, and then MIDI over USB as well. The USB MIDI works with Mac, PC, iOS, and Android, so you could use it with your iPad apps and that sort of thing. And you can use the TRS MIDI connections for USB to MIDI or simultaneously alongside other things. So the pair of them I have here, I have this one connected to my Pioneer Squid sequencer. So I'm just playing a melody with the Cursus Territas Presido off of that sequence. We have our clock going, we have pitch, triggers, and velocity. And then this one is connected to an iPad app. This is just basically 8 CCs, and I have 4 of them going to my Ataraxic Territas. So if I turn that up, I can just manipulate the different parameters on there with touchscreen. Or if you have something like an iPad sequencer or something like that, you could easily interface with that. And the interesting thing is you'll notice that only one of these is actually plugged in to my iPad. You can chain 2 of them together via a TRS cable and use 2 simultaneously with 1 connection. There's also poly options, so if you want to do poly sequencing, you can have up to 8 voices with 2 of them chained together. So that's our first module. The next one we're showing off is Vertitaire. So this is a stereo oscillator platform. So what that means is it's going to ship with one firmware that has a set of oscillator algorithms on it, but it will be user flashable, and users can write their own firmwares for it, or you can download ones from our website. We'll be releasing more after launch. So the first set of algorithms we have on here are pretty simple. There's basically 2 parameters per oscillator. This first one's kind of like super saws. This one's kind of like a hard sync type thing. And then the last one is weird inharmonic things. And then this switch over here activates a kind of polysynth inspired chorus. And there's basically just 2 levels of chorusing. And then the other thing is you can do audio rate phase modulation per side to get more interesting timbres out of that. Old school FM, that sort of thing. And then that is running into our other new module. This is a stereo DSP platform. It's going to be shipping with a reverb algorithm. So I'm going to turn that up. So we have regen, which is kind of like a feedback control. Size controls density of reverb. Dense control, which kind of turns stuff from a reverb to a delay. We have modulation index, speed, and filtering. And then there's 3 different reverb algorithms. So there's your kind of standard reverb. There is a sort of distorted reverb, and then there's a shimmer. And then the other cool thing is you can kind of use this by itself. So there's this FSU button that basically ducks the input and gives you 100% feedback in the loop. And if there's nothing plugged into it, it triggers a little bit of a noise burst, so you can kind of use it as its own voice by itself. So if I press that, I can get some noise in there. Just kind of play with the reverb as a voice by itself.
Could you put a trigger in and
yes.
trigger that FS?
Yes. And the nice thing about that is the noise doesn't interfere if you're inputting something, so you can use it just as an effect alongside whatever you're inputting it. The other cool thing about this, we're doing a collaboration with Bat Conservation International as our newest charity venture. So they are doing a lot of things to help bats that are suffering from a disease that's going on and wiping out populations across the world. So a portion of proceeds from this are going to go to them as well. So those are our 3 new modules. Yeah, but anything else?
Do you have price point or shipping kind of?
We do not.
Okay.
Everything should be this year, but more details as development continues, basically.
Excellent, Marcus. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.